Thank you for joining us this morning and welcome to Campus to Country, where we are going to bring you the news happening around campus as well as off campus. I'm Olivia Valdez and I am currently in a screen.
And I'm Gabby Eckerd, also on a screen. This is due to a handful of students on campus having tested positive for COVID-19 this week. We are gratefully not one of the individuals that have acquired COVID, but sadly a handful of members of the Merrimack community did contract it, and we are being extra safe.
Merrimack has a number of protocols and steps put in place when an outbreak happens. Currently, the school is requesting that all individuals get tested today and Monday as an extra precaution. The school has provided extra hours to get tested, so make sure you go sometime between 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. on Friday, November 5th and Monday, November 8th. There will be extra staff there on hand too.
According to the email we received yesterday, the college is encouraging all members of our community to wear a face covering in indoor locations. This includes, but is not limited to, dining areas when you are not eating, fitness spaces, the McQuaid Library, common spaces, the SAC Center, residence halls, locker rooms, and other indoor spaces.
All classrooms and laboratories are still requiring face masks, still as indoor athletic games and events in Rogers Center for the Arts, Gallant Arena, Lawler Arena, and Hamel Court.
All of these steps are sure to get the Merrimack community back up and running, so please do your part.
On to brighter and better news, registration is coming around the corner for all Merrimack students. Senior registration has opened on the 28th of October and juniors on the 4th of November. So if you are a senior or a junior and have not registered, I personally recommend you get on that, and good luck.
Freshman and sophomore registration opens in the following weeks, so get your schedules ready, meet with your advisors, and good luck getting into those classes.
Breaking news from beyond the crosswalk at Royal Crest Estates, where we currently are now. Rabid squirrels have been projectiling their feces on tenants in Building 6. We have heard from several anonymous sources about these unstable squirrels. They are uncontrollable, unpredictable, and wild, and every Royal resident needs to stay alert.
Also, if you live anywhere in the North Andover area, including the Royal Estates where we both are, do not be alarmed when you are turning on your faucet or turning on your shower and brown water comes out. The town of North Andover completed a routine flushing of the fire hydrants over by Rockridge Road. So do not be alarmed, everything is okay. And we'll return to normal, clear colors soon.
You know what's the worst thing, Gabs?
What, Olivia?
Not being able to predict the weather. So let's get the inside scoop on what weather us North Andover residents can expect.
If you haven't taken a look outside today, it is sunny and 50 degrees with a low of 30. This weekend you can expect a high of 54, but with a sunnier Saturday than Sunday.
Monday it starts to rise with a high of 55, slightly sunny as well. Tuesday the sun comes out and the weather increases to 57, which will continue on to Wednesday.
Thursday, a high of 54, but notably Friday will be 57 with a 40% chance of rain. However, Saturday will be a whopping 61, but you might want to have your umbrellas on deck too.
Why Christmas trees may be harder to find this year and what you can do about it.
Excuse me, what?
Our friends at NPR have shared how there are both environmental and economic factors that are affecting our Christmas tree supplies.
Oh, do you mean like certain environmental crises like wildfires, floods, dry spells, and more have been affecting our beloved Christmas trees?
Yes, even artificial trees might be back up with demand.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Make sure to keep this in mind as the holiday seasons roll around.
On to bigger news, all the way from NASA. One of the largest storms to ever enter the solar system has happened this past week.
This vast storm has taken over one of the largest planets in the solar system, Jupiter, giving it its name, Jupiter's Great Red Spot.
This storm is extremely large in depth and in width, making it big enough to swallow the entire Earth's planet if it came this way.
This storm extended itself around and down the planet Jupiter, leaving a big red spot in its place, again giving it its name.
That red spot will soon vanish and Jupiter will become its beautiful self once again.
For more exciting news, let's send it to, well, us again, but this time with the one and only Olivia and Gabby, but reporting.
Hi Merrimack, it's Gabby Eckerd.
And Olivia.
Reporting to you about Mary's second birthday party.
Can you believe she's already 2?
She's getting so old.
Friday the 22nd, the Merrimack community came together to celebrate our school's beloved comfort dog.
This celebration took place in front of the SAC from 11:30 to 1 p.m.
The event was brought to us by President Hopi and the Merrimack College Police Department.
Those who attended were greeted with slices of cake, cookies, bubbles, and plenty of kisses from Mary.
Mary was the star of the show, and everyone could not get enough of her. There were circles around her with people who wanted a chance to pet her.
Merrimack partnered up with New Hampshire-based nonprofit Hero Pups in February of 2020 to bring us Mary, who, according to the school's website, mission is to aid in stress reduction, promote community engagement, and offer comfort in difficult times.
On March 3rd, the school held an event in honor of naming the comfort dog. Choices were Abby, Annie, Emma, Gracie, and Lucy, with Daisy as the runner-up name.
Merrimack students, however, chose Mary, and she's been stuck with it ever since.
Last year, we celebrated her first birthday with similar festivities. It's been great to see how much more a part of the Merrimack family she has become.
See everyone at next year's event?
I'm Olivia.
And I'm Gabby, sending it back to the studio.
Hello everybody, welcome to the sports segment of the show. My name is Michael Gonzalez.
I'm Ben Mason.
And I'm Mike Callenberg.
We're going to break down some NFL scores and updates for you guys, and then we will jump into some World Series. Let's talk about the World Series. The Atlanta Braves defeated the Houston Cheating Astros in Game 6 of the Fall Classic. The Atlanta Braves and their 26-year World Series drought. Jorge Soler ended up being the MVP of the World Series. So good times in Atlanta, I guess.
All right, well, moving on to Week 9, the NFL season. We started things off with Thursday Night Football. The New York Jets took on the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts ended up covering the spread of -10.5. Carson Wentz throwing 3 touchdowns and no interceptions, with Jonathan Taylor rushing for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Colts beat the Jets 45-30.
Kicking off the 1 o'clock games on Sunday, the Falcons are taking on the Saints in New Orleans after Jameis Winston suffered a torn ACL in last week's game. Travis Simeon will get the start, and I'm going to take the Saints -5.5.
Moving on to another game, the Denver Broncos going to Dallas to take on the 6-1 Cowboys. Broncos are looking to bounce back after a hot start to the season and falling off a little bit. Cowboys are looking to just continue to roll and take over the NFC East. Jerry Jeudy is set to make his return for the Broncos, so that should help their offense a little bit. I'm going to take Dallas in this game, though.
The Patriots are going down to Carolina this week, and they seem like they found their footing a little bit. Without Christian McCaffrey, I'm going to take the Patriots -3.5.
Next game we have is the Minnesota Vikings at the Baltimore Ravens. After a tough Week 8 loss to the Cowboys, the Vikings are looking to bounce back with Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, and Justin Jefferson all healthy. The Ravens are still 2-1 at home, so I'm still going to take the Ravens in this one, though.
Moving on to a divisional matchup, the Cleveland Browns are set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati. Cleveland just releasing star wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. This game, it being in Cincinnati, I give the Bengals the advantage. I think they cover their spread 2.5. The Browns are looking to get going on offense.
Next game we have is the Bills going down to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's been struggling this year with rookie quarterback Trevor Lawrence. I think the Bills will go down there and walk all over them and cover the spread at -14. And after that, we're going to have another rough game. The Texans versus the Dolphins, 2 teams that are on massive skids, both at 1-7. I think I'm going to take the Dolphins -6.5 here just because of a better team personnel-wise than the Texans.
All right, moving on to the Raiders going to the New York Giants. The Raiders got a lot of drama and adversity to face, but Derek Carr is playing at an MVP level. I think the Raiders go into New York. I think they're coming off the bye week a little focused. Obviously, the whole Henry Ruggs situation is unfortunate, but I think the Raiders figure it out, find a way to win in New York against a very beatable team. The Raiders will move to 6-2.
And moving on to the 4 o'clock games, we're going to start off with the Los Angeles Chargers at Philadelphia Eagles. After a tough Week 8 loss against the Patriots, the Chargers are looking to bounce back against the lackluster defense the Eagles have. I'm going to take the Chargers in an away game this week.
The next game we have is a divisional battle between the Cardinals and the 49ers in San Francisco, which should be a good game. The spread is -1.5 in favor of the Cardinals, and I'll take Kyler Murray and the Cardinals.
After that, we have the Green Bay Packers at 7-1 going down to Kansas City. With Aaron Rodgers on COVID protocol, they're going to be starting their backup Jordan Love against a flustering Kansas City team that is looking to, get back on schedule this week, and I think it should be an easy win for them.
For sure. All right. Moving on to the Sunday night football game of the week. The Tennessee Titans going to the Los Angeles Rams. I think this is the most exciting game of this slate. I'm going to take the Rams just because they're at home. The Titans suffered a horrible loss with Derrick Henry, likely done for the year. I'm going to go with the Rams here. I think they're just too much to handle, and I think the Tennessee Titans need to find their identity throwing the football, and I got the Rams.
And closing out the Week 9 season on Monday Night Football, we have the Chicago Bears going against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Justin Fields, rookie quarterback, looking to have a good game in primetime football. I'm still going to go with the veteran on this one, and Ben Roethlisberger, and take the Steelers covering in -6.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching our segment. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.